Hi everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss one important topic, that is lymph node. Okay. So this lymph node is involved in our immune system. So it's playing a major role to give immune power. We are discussing about the immune system, right? So now this how we are getting the immune power. Immune power means if any antigen or any pathogen it enters in our body, what will happen? Our body system or our immune system will produce antibodies to destroy the pathogen or antigen. Okay, so in that way our immune system is working against that antigen. Okay, so here the lymph node is playing a major role in this immune system. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the structure of lymph node first. Okay, so this is the structure of lymph node. And what is lymph node? It's a small capsulated, just to see, it is a small capsulated, okay, structure which is present in the lymphoid tissue. Okay, so small capsulated structure, okay, it's like a knob, okay, so which is present in the lymphoid tissue, right? So here it is to see, it has two regions. One is the outer region, I mean here convex surface. So two surfaces is there. So this surface is the convex surface and this surface is the concave. So these two surfaces is very important part in this lymph node. Why? Because here this convex surfaces, it has some vessel like structure. Just to see, some pipeline is attached in this convex surface, right? So here in this convex surfaces, here one vessel like structure is there, okay, and next to this convex surface, just to see here, I mentioned blue color. Okay, so this is the capsule. Okay, so here from this, what is there, one partitions are arising from this structure. So this one we are calling as the trabeculae. Okay, so here and in this concave region, okay, so here I mentioned the green color, that is the vein, and next red is the artery, okay, and here one purple color I mentioned, okay, so this part is the hilum. Okay, so this hilum or efferent lymphatics. Okay, so here I mentioned here in the convex surface it has one pipeline like structure, so that is the afferent lymphatics, which bring the limbs. Lymph is a fluid, okay, so which bring this lymph fluid, lymphatic fluid inside. So normally what is the role of this lymph node? What it will do? It will trap the antigen. As we discussed, antigen is nothing but the pathogens. Okay, so antigen is nothing but pathogens or disease causing agents. So now what this lymph node will do, it will trap whatever antigens are there inside our body, right? So it trap all those antigens and it send those antigens inside this part. Clear? So now here this lymph node, it will be divided into two regions. Okay, outer cortex. So this is the outer cortex and here is the medulla, inner medulla. Outer cortex, okay, inner medulla. So the new lymph node is divided into two regions. Outer region we are calling as cortex and inner region we are calling as medulla, right? So now this cortex, again it has two divisions. So that is outer cortex, inner cortex. In the cortex itself it has two regions, outer cortex and inner cortex. Okay, so this is the basic structure of this lymph node, right? And in the next one I'll show. Just to see here, I said no, that afferent lymphatics is there, so that bring the limbs. That is water-like substances, right? So now here, under this, there is a, here I mentioned a brown color, right? So that is the capsular sinuses. Okay, so actually, what is sinuses? So the lymphatic channels which is inside this lymph node. So this is the lymphatic channels. Okay, so this is the lymphatic channels. So this lymphatic channels which is inside this lymph node we are calling as sinuses. Okay, so now this under this is the capsular region. So under this capsular region, just beneath this capsular region, what is there? The sinus is there. So we are naming this one as subcapsular sinuses. Okay, so now you just see this capsular sinuses, it will transfer to the trabeculate region. Okay, so that one we are calling as trabecular sinuses. And this trabecular sinuses is passing to the medullary region. So this region is the medullary region. And here it has the interconnection, some network like connections like it will be. Okay, so this one we are calling as medullary sinuses. So the sinuses which is present beneath the capsular region we are calling as subcapsular sinuses. The sinuses which is present near to the or along with this trabecular region we are calling as trabecular sinuses. The sinuses which is present in the medullary region we are calling as medullary sinuses. Okay, I'll show the next picture. Okay, you just see what I said already. The cortex region, it has two regions, outer cortex and inner cortex. So in this outer cortex, that is B lymphocytes, right? So B lymphocytes are there in the outer cortex. And what is there in the inner cortex? So this is the T lymphocytes. So B lymphocytes as well as T lymphocytes both are present in the cortex region. So in this outer cortex region, what is there? B lymphocytes is present. Okay, so this B lymphocytes, what it will do, along with this macrophages, follicular dendritic cells, reticular cells. So these things also present in this outer cortex along with this B lymphocytes. Okay, and what is there in the inner cortex? So here the T lymphocytes are there in the inner cortex. So here also macrophages, everything will be there. Okay, so now what will happen? This afferent lymphatics, it brings the pathogens because it traps the pathogens and it sends it to the next region. So what is the next region? It crosses this capsular region. Okay, and here what is there? That cells will be there. Okay, so here it will trap the next. It will cross this next region and it reach the outer cortex. So what is there in the outer cortex? B lymphocytes are there, and along with the macrophages, dendritic cells and reticular cells, everything will be there. So what it will do? It destroy the pathogens. And it cross this T cells also. In here also what is there? If it is escaped from these things, and here next T cells are there, here also macrophages, phagocytic cells are there. So that phagocytic cells which engulf the pathogens and it destroy this pathogens which enters inside this. At last this afferent. So this is the afferent lymphatics. So while it crossing this afferent lymphatics, the pure and without antigen, the fluid will cross out. Okay, so here the trapping is happening and the trapped pathogens are killed, processed, killed here inside this lymphatic node. Okay, so this is the structure and functions of lymphatic node. So we have 800 lymphatic nodes all over the body. Okay, so whenever we are having the infection and this lymphatic nodes will start against the pathogens to kill that pathogen. So this mechanism is happening inside this lymph node. Is it clear? I hope you enjoyed this session. Yes? Yeah. Thank you.